Hey, I'm Anfa. I want to show you some progress I made with Liblast, or precisely Liblast framework. So I'm just going to start the game. So I made a little placeholder intro animation, which you can interrupt, or you can let it play out, and then you end up where you end up. So let's try that again. This time I'm going to hit some key. Ooh! Attempt to call function anonymous lambda. Oh! Is instance valid? Is instance valid? I guess order dot call finished. Yeah, more like this. If this is okay, I thought that's not necessary anymore. Let's see. Ploop. All right. Oh, this is so interesting. That is so interesting. This worked. It worked just like it. I committed changes to Git. It worked. Now it doesn't work. What is going on? Aborted animation. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you some other features then. So there's some debugging features. Debug custom run instance. I've added a new command line parameter, which is --cvar. And what you can do is give a path like debug.screen_fade, and now override the value. So let's go this for true. So this is going to enable screen fade debugging. Let's start the game again, and you will see a change. Now we have a little display, and the screen fade is 50% opacity. And this makes no sense. So we're fading back into the animation. So the animation never freed. Yeah, so this was fade out. It was supposed to run Q3, but it didn't. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess this must be always returning false. Is there a way to check like if callable exists? Get argument, get method is null. Oh, it's valid. Callable object exists. Okay, that's great. And so I need to check a different thing. Is valid. That should help. And it does. Right, so now, yeah, now it's called as it should. All right, so what you can see is screen fade debug. I can go to here to the console using tilde and go debug.screen tab, right arrow, screen fade false. So I'm gonna disable this screen fade debug. You can see no longer this screen appears. And also no more of this very verbose debug text. All right, so we have another bug fixed. Okay, let's commit that then. Where is my wes term? Okay, so this is lazy Git, by the way. Oh, maybe I should make it like full screen. Oh, maybe not full screen, just no title bar, and because yeah. And now I can, just toggle between. Oh, I should make Godot also like full screen. But can I switch to lazy git? Yes, I can. Fantastic. Improving my workflow. Okay, what I need to do is go to this and commit a fix. Deep, deep, deep. So screen fade. Right. So we can't call it always. We need to check if it's valid. I never knew this existed. Okay, that's great. No, not W. I should have pressed C. Oh, I need to add like yeah, keyboard input display overlay. Oh, I'm gonna do it later. I mean, one thing at a time. I can't do everything at once. Doesn't work. Okay, fixed. Screen fade orders call on fade. Validity check. I guess that will do. Okay, I'm gonna do Shift P. Or maybe I'm not gonna push right immediately. I'm gonna test this a bit more. Okay, so we see a few things at work here. I think I'm also gonna use a different. I'm gonna just move the windows to like X and Y. Just like that. Okay. Let's try. Bloop. Oh yeah, now it's more on the center of the screen. Great. So that fades out correctly, then fades back into. Oh, I can't. Oh, this create fade debug is still. Is that it? Screen fade. Okay, screen fade. Follow viewport. I have this card. It propagates mouse movement, so that should be not a problem. Debug label might not be so. That's what is shown or hidden when the debug is enabled. So with no debug, it worked. Mouse, no, propagate up. So that should also work. Focus, none. Shortcut keys enabled. I'm going to disable that. Detect on focus. This drag and drop selection enabled. No, like nothing at all. I don't want this to be interactive at all. Shortcut context. Oh, can you see everything correctly? You can always do this. If my camera is causing trouble, or I can do maybe something like this. Oh, maybe a bit more confusing. Well, we'll see. Right. Okay, I'm gonna save and see what happens. Can I click on things? No. I can go to the console though. Oh, crap. Yeah. This. I guess what I have to do is just, well, debug dot screen fade false. And now it works, but I don't like this. This shouldn't be a thing. Okay, fit content. Can I make this fit content? The label's minimum size will be updated to fit its contents, matching the behavior of the label. Okay, is that going to... No. It's like 1 pixel, which is not... Oh, crap. Okay, a silly workaround would be just to reduce this. And wish for the best, but this is so bad. Why does it not pass through the mouse clicks? Maybe ignore? I don't know. I mean, now I moved it out of the way, so sure, now it's not gonna be a problem. Or will it? I'm gonna try and do this. Oh, this is above it. Okay. Well. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna leave it like that. Because for real, I don't know what else. Hope this is not gonna be a problem. I don't know how to fix this in a better way right now. This is the console, this is the screen fade. Right, so screen fade. Screen fade is a core service. So this is something that the core of the framework spawns. The core is this script, which is there's a boot script? No, there's a boot scene, and the boot scene loads the core. And the core defines the entry point scene, which is the main menu. And the core is this, and this does everything. So it bootstraps the entire framework. It loads all the required core services, blah, blah, blah. And among other things, it is spawning the intro sequence, and also spawning the GUI, which is the menu. Maybe I should call it spawn entry scene, entry point, just to be consistent. Maybe not. Right. So first thing is the intro. We can end it early, and that its flashes white or fades to white and then fades out. And we are back in our game. Or we can wait until it finishes on its own. It's when the animation finishes, and then it's going to fade out to black and fade back into the screen. Fade to black and then fade in. And you can see here the queue is showing like, so first thing, fade in, 0 seconds. That's the immediate fade in. It's just to set things as faded in. Then fade out is, yeah, null Q3. This is to remove the intro sequence from the scene tree, and then fade in, core fade from black after intro is over. Actually, it's not fade from black, it's fade from anything. This will not be applied. Core fade in after intro is over. Yeah, so this text, by the way, it's here just for the sake of debugging. Oh, actually, I do need to specify some color. Okay, let's leave it at black. Core fade in after intro is over. Maybe I'm going to add a comment. The color of this fade is not going to be applied to avoid a... The color fade isn't going to be applied anyway. I think I should be... I think I should like implement this fade, these fades like oh, what is it? What is it called? Constructor overloads or something like that. It's when you create a tween, you make a tween equals create tween, and then tween dot interpolate value dot from current, etc. So then adding a description would be description and that text. Yeah, I could do that, but it's extra work. And this is a debugging feature, which, okay, I'm okay. I just, I have to specify some dummy values here, which is okay. It's not a big pain. Right, so the intro sequence. The intro sequence is here. And what it is, it's, the stupid thing is it has a sub viewport. It has a sub viewport and it's a fixed resolution because I can't figure out how to stretch this without breaking the animation. You can see that the animation is broken now. Some things are scaled with this, some are not. So right now the animation just doesn't care. It just stays here. Another way to do it would be just to blow up the intro animation and have it pixelated. If you're like, also I'm gonna because when it's this fades to blue, that doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna make it fade. Yeah, I'm gonna make it fade. Actually, I'm gonna end the animation here at 5. Okay, 5.5. Oh, okay. So that. I could call the fade out early. I'm gonna add like a call method track. Insert key. Finish. Yep. Okay, what is the null? Well, it's string. It's gonna be like intro. That's the name of the animation, or string name even. I don't know. I want to see what happens if I trigger the fade out early, and instead of like making the animation really fade the text out, like rely on the screen fade core service to fade the screen for us instead of doing this as part of the intro animation. Let's see what that happens. What happens? What it does? Does this work? It does. Okay, I'm gonna disable the screen fade debug because it messed with that, because of like, it's making it half opacity so you can see through the fade out. Maybe I should tweak that so it's maybe not 50% opacity, because that's kind of hard to even see that you are actually loading screen. No, that's a different thing. Spot screen fade. Here we go. Okay, so if self-modulate alpha, I'm going to go alpha 85. So there's 15%. Yeah, now that is good. Okay, what? I don't know what was that extra weight there. Oh, because there's an extra call to the function. So we're like fading out to black and then fading out to black again. But because we're already faded to black, it does nothing, but it just waits. Okay, that's interesting. We can work with that. Why do I say we? I can figure this out. Also, I wonder maybe I can position my myself a bit more fittingly in the viewport. Doop. Maybe like that. That's gonna be a bit more. Right, because I guess in the finish function I already. Wait, that's screen fade. I'm looking for intro sequence finish. Right, so this triggers the fade out. Wait, but that's exactly what I want to do. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Finished emit. Aborting it is a different beast, so let's try if aborting still works as expected. It does. What I like about aborting is that it pauses the viewport, it freezes the last frame of the animation, and fades to white into that. I think that's like, I know that's like a tiny little detail, but I thought that's really fun because all DOS games used to do this because they couldn't like keep the animation running and fade the screen. So they paused the animation and then faded the screen, which is like totally not necessary, a technical necessity, but I just thought it was funny or fun. I like the look of that. It's like the last frame is just like flash. You remember that. So that's what I did. Also for, let's say, performance reasons, I just wanted to, not spend any resources rendering the animation when it's no longer needed because we were like fading out. But there's something weird. Okay, I think it's in core. I think probably core is spawn intro sequence await. No. And this happens and then fade in. Okay, what the? This is weird. Right. I'm gonna try again and just see what happens. Fade in. Fade out. Fade in. And fade out and fade out again. Okay, I'm gonna add comments so this fade outs are intro animation, finish. Also, I'm not sure why. I don't know. I don't remember why am I passing this argument, but let it be. Yeah, so now, oh, I know. When I start, I do this, and that makes the animation, the finish call. Yeah, that just makes it be called twice. Now that's not going to happen. I like that. I like this. I like it fading out the animation. For us. It is a bit late though. I'm gonna try and call it earlier still. Intro sequence. Yeah, this is a bit like late. I'm gonna try and do it earlier. I want the animation to still be running while it's fading out. Like that. Exactly, yes. Beautiful. Yay, that's so cool. I'm gonna leave a comment in here. The animation itself now contains a function call track to call the finish call. The animation itself contains a call. Now has a track to call finish. early. The line below would be required if that wasn't the case. Otherwise, the animation would never, the intro screen would never give way. Maybe I'm gonna. It would be great if I could. Also, maybe I should like gate this after debugging. Oh, all right. Let's see if I fixed and figured out some things. Make a commit, and then I am going to implement another feature. Okay, this is great. Let's try skipping it just to be sure it works. Works as a charm as well. Fantastic. Great. Abort. All right, let's go back to LazyGit and commit the changes. Screen fade. Somehow this doesn't help, but okay, this is a tweak in the comment. Intro sequence. One, yeah, this is important. This is not existent. And nothing else here is relevant. See? Oh. Intro. Intro animation tweaks. Screen fade. Tweaks. Screen fade debug. I guess that's this. That's that. Comments. Yeah. What if I I'm gonna just watch this thing to make sure that what I said is correct. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. For escape. Right, I think I can push now, Shift P. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna upload this video to YouTube and see what happens. If it doesn't work, everything fine. Whatever. Maybe I'm gonna live stream this next time. See you in a bit.